Hello children, welcome to the session of Advanced Web Designing. Today we are going to learn how to embed an audio and video file in the HTML document. Now before HTML5 was introduced, there was a separate tag for audio and video file to be inserted in the HTML page. The shortcoming for audio tag was that it required Internet Explorer to hear the sound. While for our video file, we required a third-party software of Adobe Flash or any plugin that was supported by the browser. And every browser had a different plugin. Now HTML introduces two new elements. It is the audio tag for adding an audio file and a video tag for inserting a video file in the HTML page. They are container tags with the opening and closing tags, and it does not require any need of Adobe Flash or any plugin that is supported by the browser, and almost all the browsers support the audio and the video tags. As far as the file formats are concerned, there are currently three file formats which are supported by the browsers. The first one is the MP3, which is an audio format from the MPEG, that is a Moving Pictures Expert Group. The second one is the AAC, which is an acronym for the Advanced Audio Coding Standard used by the Uphone or the YouTube. The third is the OGG, which is an open container and free audio format. Now how do we come to know the type of file? Either we have to go to the File Explorer or Windows Explorer and add a column of type. There we can find the type of file against the name of the files. Now in this case we can see the names of the files and the type is specified in the type column. Now for all these files the extension is the MP3. Or the second option is you select the file, right click on it and go to properties. Then a small window like this opens where you can find the name of the file here and you can find the type of the file below it. This is the extension of the file, which is MP3 in case of the file name song. Now let us study the syntax for the audio. In case if the audio source is a single file, then we can use this format. Now there will be an opening with the audio tag, and these are the attributes which can be used with the audio tag. SRC has the value of URL which specifies the exact location where the file is located. Type specifies the type of file. Now in this case it is an audio file and with the type or the format as MP3. The next attribute is the controls. When we specify this control, we can see options like play, pause and volume control. Sometimes we do not want to hand over the controls to the user. In that case, we can use the attribute of autoplay. When we use autoplay, the file will start playing automatically the moment it is loaded in the browser. And the times the file should be played is controlled by the attribute of loop with a value in number. Now in this case the value is 2. This means the file will be played once till the end and again restarted and played twice. When we specify the attribute of muted, the user will not be able to hear any audio sound. And then we can close the audio tag. Now this was in case of a single audio source when the type of file was only one type. What if the types are more than one type? So in case of multiple audio sources, sometimes it so happens the browsers may not recognize a file type of AAC or OGG. In that case, the browser may switch over to the next type and start playing. Now for using a multiple audio sources, we use two types of tags, the audio and the source tag. Now along with the audio tag, we can use the attributes of controls, autoplay, loop and muted. These can be used in conjunction with the audio tag. The second tag that can be used is the source tag. Now the attributes of src and type is used along with the source element. So here we can specify the URL for the src attribute and the type of file for the type attribute. As I said that AAC was not recognized by most of the browsers. So in that case, the browser will switch over to the next recognized type. So it is always advisable to use more than two types of audio files when we are going in for audio tag. Now let us see an example for the audio. The source code for the audio, we have used the audio tag along with the attributes of src, type and controls. This means the control bar will be visible to the user. And this is the output of the audio. It is not specified to be autoplayed, so the control is with the user. We can start playing. This is the play and pause button, mute bar, and this is the volume control. So once when we start playing, the audio starts playing and we can hear the music. How to insert a video file in the HTML document. The different file formats for inserting the video file are MP4, OGG and WebM formats, which are the recognized formats by the browser. Now if we have got a single source, that is we have a single file type, then we can use this syntax. Here the syntax, it begins with the video tag and then these are the attributes. Now the attribute of src has the value of the URL, that is the location where the file of video is kept in the PC. The second is the type, what type of file it is. Now in this case, it is going to be a video file with the file type, either it will be an MP4, OGG or a WebM. Then we can also specify the window height, the height where the video will be playing. So this is going to be the value in pixels, any number in pixels. The same we can specify the width also, the value is going to be in pixels. The next attribute is the control attribute. Now control will make the bar of pause, play and audio visible to the user, by which he can control the video. If case we specify the attribute of autoplay, the video will immediately start playing the moment it is loaded in the browser. Now if we don't specify the control and just specify autoplay along with the loop, then we can control how many times the video should be played. Now in this case the loop value is 2. So the video will be played till the end for the first time and then it will again restart and play it twice. If we specify the loop value as -1, then it will be played infinitely. That is, it will the video will keep on playing continuously. The next attribute is muted. So the audio will not be heard to the user. It will be inaudible. The next attribute is the poster. So the time, the video will take some time to load into the browser. So in that duration, we can have a image to be displayed to the user. So this is the URL of that image. So this will be an image URL. Then we have got another attribute, which is a new attribute, which was not there in the audio tag. So this is preload. So there are 3 values: auto, metadata or none. Any one of it can be specified. And then we have video tag is closed. Now let us study the preload attribute in detail. So the preload attribute is basically, it is used to specify how the author thinks, like how if you are going to create your website and going to use this preload attribute, then how do you think the video should be presented to the user when the page is loading. So if the value of the preload attribute is auto, then the browser will load the entire video when the page is loaded. The second, if the value is metadata, then it will load only the metadata when the page is loading. If the value is none, then the browser should not load the video when the page is loading. So these are the different values which can be specified for the attribute preload. The next syntax that we are going to study is for a multiple source. Now why do we require a multiple source syntax? Most of the times the browser will not recognize the video file format and it will not play the video file. In that case, we have to specify the multiple sources. When we are specifying multiple sources, we have to make use of two tags, the video tag and the source tags. When we are making use of the video tag, attributes like height, width, controls, autoplay, loop, muted, poster and preload can be used with the video tag. The source source tag will have the attributes of src and type. So if the browser doesn't find this OGG file type, then it will immediately go to the next file type, and if it recognizes this file format of MP4, it will immediately start playing in the browser. So these are the file types, the OGG and MP4, and this is the syntax for the multiple source. Now the common attributes between audio and the video tag are src, autoplay, controls, loop and muted. While the additional tags for video are preload and poster. So let us see one example for the video file. Now in this example we can see that we have used the file type as video OGG, and we have also specified the poster as an image. This is the image. So in this case, the OGG's format is not recognized by the browser, hence it is showing the image. Also it is specifying this this type of video file is not supported. So this can be specified within the video tags. We are going to see for multiple source file has been specified. Again, I have repeated that OGG and MP4 is the next type. So it have not recognized when we had specified in the first example, but here I have also given the second file type. So the browser has switched to the second source and it has immediately start playing. So we can play it control by using, because I have specified the control attribute, so we can play the video. So this is how the video will look like when we are specifying multiple sources. Thank you.